In this video, we are going to cover non-financial services, and we will also see how the GVA of non-financial services is calculated at national level as well as at state level. As per System of National Accounts 2008, services are the result of a production activity that changes the conditions of the consuming units or facilitates the exchange of products or financial assets. We can categorize services into two parts: financial services and non-financial services. Services like banking, insurance, which are provided by the financial intermediaries, are called financial services. Rest of the services are non-financial services. Here, we will cover the following non-financial services: trade, repair and maintenance, hotel restaurants, transport, storage, communications, real estate and ownership of dwellings, and other services. Public administration, defense, and railways will be covered by other units. The share of all these non-financial services which we have discussed in previous slide, except for the public administration, defense and railways, is around 41.5% in total GVA as per the first revised estimates of 2018-19. It was released on 31st of January 2020. Remaining 58.5% is contributed by other sectors like agriculture, manufacturing, mining, construction, etc. Among the non-financial services, real estate, operation, ownership of dwelling, and professional services has majority share, which is around 38%. Trade, repair and maintenance, hotel restaurants contributes around 29%. Other services contributes 20%. Transport contributes 9%. Communication and storage contributes 4% and 0.1% respectively. Trade activity includes wholesale and retail trade in all commodities, whether produced domestically, imported or exported. Repair services of computers, household goods, motor vehicles, including motorcycles, are also included in this sector. Coming to hotel and restaurants, this industry covers services rendered by hotels and other lodging places, restaurants, cafes, and other eating and drinking places. In the economic activities covered under transport are mechanized road transport, non-mechanized road transport, air transport, water transport, and services incidental to transport. The economic activities covered under storage are warehousing of public corporations, cold storage of private corporate, storage not elsewhere classified of mainly unorganized enterprises. The economic activities covered under communication are courier activities, activities of the cable operators, telecommunication, recording and publishing and broadcasting services. The economic activities covered under real estate, ownership of dwelling, and professional services are real estate activities, computer and information related services, professional, scientific and technical activities including R&D, and administrative and support services activities and other professional service activities. The economic activities covered under other services are education services, human healthcare services, recreation, cultural and sporting activities, activities of membership organizations, personal services including washing, hairdressing, custom tailoring and other personal service activities, and private households with employed persons. Before discussing the computation of GVA, it would be better if we discuss the institutional sectors first. For our purpose, institutional sectors are divided into organized and unorganized sectors. In organized sector, we have three institutional sectors. First, the general government. This sector includes central government, state governments or state authorities, local authorities. One of the main functions of this sector is production of non-market services like education, healthcare, defense, policing, etc. Second institutional sector in organized sector is corporation. Corporations are legal entities recognized by laws and principally engaged in the production of market goods and services. Corporations may be financial and non-financial, depending on the nature of economic activity in which they are engaged. Like non-financial corporations are principally engaged in the production of market goods and non-financial services, and financial corporations are principally engaged in financial services including financial intermediation. Financial and non-financial corporations can further be classified into public financial and non-financial corporation and private financial and non-financial corporations. In public corporations, we have departmental enterprises and non-departmental commercial undertakings, NDCUs, or non-departmental enterprises, NDEs. Departmental enterprises are owned and controlled by the public authorities but do not hold or manage financial assets and liabilities apart from their working balances, business accounts, payable and receivable. These are mainly engaged in furnishing the kinds of goods and services which are often produced by business establishments. Some examples are like railways, posts, milk supply schemes, etc. Non-departmental enterprises comprise government companies which in which not less than 51% of the paid up capital is held by the central government or state government, or partly by central government and partly by one or more state governments. In private financial and non-financial sector, we have private incorporate enterprises and quasi corporations. Private incorporated enterprises are enterprises where paid up share capital of the government, either central or state or local, is less than 51%. Quasi corporation is an unincorporated enterprise that functions as if it were a corporation. A full set of accounts must exist for unincorporated enterprise to be classified as quasi corporation. The unorganized sector includes all resident household units and also all the unincorporated enterprises not classified as corporation or quasi corporation owned by them. This slide depicts the institutional sector wise coverage of all the industries, which is self-explanatory. Now let's move to the data sources. For public sector, which comprise of general government, DE and NDEs, the data sources are budget documents and the annual accounts of public sector enterprises. For private incorporated enterprises, MCA 21 database is being used. For quasi corporation and household sector, the data sources are NSS 68th round conducted in 2011-12, that was the survey of employment and unemployment and consumer expenditure. NSS 67th round in 2010-11, which was the survey on unincorporated non-agricultural enterprises excluding construction, and the population census. For cooperatives, the data sources are NSS 68th round, the survey of on employment and unemployment and consumer expenditure, NSS 63rd round 2006 and 7 it was conducted in, the survey on services sector enterprises and population census 2011. Also, the NABARD publication titled Statistical Statements Relating to Cooperative Movement in India in 2004 and 5. Coming to the GVA estimation methodology, for public sector, GVA estimates have been compiled by analyzing the budget documents and annual accounts of public enterprises. Estimates for private incorporated enterprises have been derived using the MCA 21 database. In the absence of annual enterprise survey, the GVA estimates in respect of COSI plus household sector are compiled indirectly through effective labor input method or LI method using the benchmark indicator procedure. In this procedure, the benchmark GVA estimates are initially prepared at detailed activity level for the base year of national account series using the estimated labor input, which is the total of principal and subsidiary activity of workers engaged in the activity and the value added per worker in the activity. Here labor input has been taken from the survey on employment and unemployment survey, and value added per worker has been obtained from enterprise survey. For subsequent years, the GVA is estimated by extrapolation using appropriate indicators relevant to the economic activity. In labor input, it is assumed that there is equal contribution from all the categories of workers engaged in an economic activity. That is, the productivity of an employer, a casual wage worker or a family worker is equal. While in effective labor input method, the different weights are assigned to the different categories of workers engaged in an activity based on their productivity. Coming to the GVA estimation method of trade and HR industry, that is hotel and restaurant. For public sector, which constitute departmental enterprises and non-departmental enterprises, in case of trade industry, GVA estimates have been compiled by analyzing the budget documents and the annual accounts of public sector enterprises respectively. In case of hotel and restaurants under the public sector, we have only non-departmental enterprises. Therefore, the estimates have been prepared with the help of annual accounts of public sector enterprises. It is important to mention here that the GVA estimates are compiled using income approach in the case of DEs and production approach in the case of non-departmental enterprises. To get constant price estimates, current price estimates are deflated using TTM based WPI for both trade and hotel restaurants. In case of private incorporated enterprises, estimates of GVA at current prices for both trade and HR have been derived using the MCA 21 database using production approach. To get constant price estimates, TTM based WPI is used as a deflator. TTM here is nothing but the trade and transport margin. The estimates of GVA for cooperative societies for trade only are prepared using information available from NABARD's publication And for hotel and restaurant, NSS 63rd round of survey on service sector enterprises and 68th round surveys on employment unemployment has been used. To get the constant price estimates, base year estimates have been moved with the household sector growth. The base year GVA estimates in respect of unincorporated sector, quasi corporations and household sector have been derived indirectly through labor input method, which we have already discussed earlier. For the subsequent years, GVA is estimated by extrapolation using appropriate indicators relevant to the economic activity. For repair and maintenance of motor vehicle and sale of motor vehicle, the current prices estimates are obtained by inflating the estimates at constant prices by WPI, and constant price estimates have been prepared by moving the base year estimates with sale growth of motor vehicles. For wholesale and retail trade, current prices estimates are obtained by using the index of sales tax turnovers, and constant prices are prepared using TTM based WPI as a deflator. For repair of computers and personal household goods, current price estimates have been derived by using the service tax growth, and for constant prices we are using TTM based WPI as deflator. For hotel and restaurant, to get the subsequent years current prices estimates, base year estimates are being moved using growth in the corporate sector, and constant price estimates are being obtained by deflating the current price estimates with trade and transport margin based WPI. Coming to the methodology at state level estimates for trade and hotel and restaurant. Public sector estimates have been worked out from budget documents and annual accounts of public sector enterprises in case of trade industry, and from the annual accounts of public sector enterprises in case of hotel and restaurant industry. It is also to be mentioned here that GVA of central DEs are allocated to the states on the basis of location of the departmental enterprise. For the NDEs, however, the compensation to employees part is distributed on the basis of number of employees in each state in proportion to the state-wise employment in that NDE, while other operating surplus is distributed in proportion to the state-wise gross value of assets of that NDE. For private sector trade estimates, base year state-wise estimates have been obtained by distributing all India base year estimates in the proportion of GVA obtained using LI method. In case of cooperatives, all India estimates of cooperatives obtained from the previous series of trade have been distributed among the states on the basis of LI. To get the subsequent year's estimates for trade, state-wise base year estimates of private corporate and cooperative are moved using sales tax index. These estimates are then adjusted to match with the all India estimates of private corporate and cooperative. In case of hotel and restaurant, base year estimates of all India private corporate, which is obtained from MCA data, and cooperatives, which we get from LI method using 68th round LI and 63rd round GVA per worker, are distributed among the states using domestic plus foreign tourist proportions. The data on domestic and foreign tourists is, however, received from the annual reports of Ministry of Tourism. To get the subsequent year state-wise estimates for hotel restaurant, all India estimates of private corporate and cooperatives is distributed among states using domestic plus foreign tourist proportions. For unincorporated sector trade estimates, base year estimates for the states have been obtained using LI method. To get the subsequent year estimates, the state-wise base year estimates are moved using sales tax index. The estimates so obtained are adjusted to match with the All India estimates of trade for unincorporated sector. For hotel industry, the unincorporated sector estimates have been derived using LI method, and subsequent year estimates are prepared by allocating All India estimates into base year state-wise proportions. Within transport sector, we will be separately discussing for each and every sub-activity. The sub-activities being road transport, water transport, air transport and services incidental to transport. Also, as a quick recap, we would reiterate that railway transport is covered under supra-regional sector and will be discussed separately by that respective unit. Now, in road transport, public sector is comprised of DE and NDE part, which is departmental enterprise and non-departmental enterprise. GVA at current prices for the base year and for subsequent years of departmental enterprises is being obtained from the budget documents, and for non-departmental enterprises, annual accounts are used. To arrive at constant prices estimate of GVA for subsequent years, mechanical quantum index is being used as a volume indicator. Mechanical quantum index is nothing but the growth in passenger kilometers performed at all India level. This information is received from State Road Transport Undertakings Review Report. In private corporate part, MCA 21 database is being used to obtain its GVA, and at constant prices, growth in stock of registered commercial vehicles are used as a benchmark indicator to estimate it for subsequent years. For unincorporated portion, base year estimates except for non-mechanized land transport were prepared using effective labor input method. For that, GVA per worker from 67th round of NSS and labor input from 68th round of employment unemployment survey of NSS were used. For subsequent years at constant prices, the growth in stock of registered commercial vehicles are being used as benchmark indicator, and at constant prices, CPI transport and communication is used as a deflator. For cooperative part, base year estimates of cooperative were obtained using LI method. Labor input from 68th round of US and GVA per worker from 63rd round of services sector were used. For subsequent years, to obtain the estimates of cooperative, base year estimates is being moved using the growth in household sector. In this slide, we will be covering the estimation methodology for state level for road transport. We need to remember that only current prices estimates are being estimated for GSVA for all the state level GVAs. For public part, in road transport, budget documents and annual accounts are being analyzed for all the years to obtain the estimates, similar to what was done at national level estimates. For private corporate part, MCA 21 database was used for base year estimates. For estimation in subsequent years, for each state and UT, growth in registered commercial vehicles adjusted for price effect using CPI transport and communication is being used. Similarly, for unincorporated part, base year estimates were obtained using effective labor input method, in which the value added per worker were obtained from 67th round of unincorporated enterprises survey and labor input from 68th round of employment and unemployment survey. For subsequent years, for unincorporated part, similar to what was done in private corporate part, growth in registered commercial vehicles are used along with the price adjustment using CPI and transport and communication. The GVA for subsequent years are thus obtained. For cooperative part, same as was followed at national level, GVA estimates at state level are prepared using LI method, and for subsequent years the estimates are obtained by distributing the national level estimates using base year proportion of the estimates of states. Now, after completing the road transport, let's move to water transport. For water transport at national level, the public part comprises of departmental enterprises and non-departmental enterprises. And likewise in road transport, for water transport also, current prices estimates for all the years, budget documents are used to get the estimate of DE part, and for NDE part, annual accounts are being used. For subsequent years, constant prices estimates of GVA are obtained using cargo handled index at major ports, which is nothing but a volume index based on cargo handled at major ports. For private corporate part, current prices estimates for all the years MCA 21 database is being used, and for subsequent years the base year GVA is moved using the same cargo handled index. For unincorporated part, for base year estimates, effective labor input method was used, and for subsequent part years, constant prices estimates are obtained by using cargo handled index, and at current prices WPI is being used as an inflator. For cooperative part, base year estimates were obtained using LI method, and for subsequent years base year estimates are being moved using growth in household part in water transport. For estimating the GSVA of water transport at state level, public part are again being estimated using budget documents and annual accounts for all the years. Now, the base year estimates in private corporate part are obtained from MCA 21 database, and unincorporated part, the base year estimates are obtained using effective labor input method. Now, for subsequent years, for both the private corporate part and unincorporated part, all India estimates are reallocated among the states using share of navigable length of waterways and cargo handled at major and minor ports. For cooperatives part, base year estimates was obtained by effective labor input method, and for subsequent years, NAS estimates are distributed using base year proportion of the states. Now, after completing road transport, now let's move to air transport. Air transport comprises of ND and private corporate part. For public part, the base year as well as subsequent years are obtained using as always annual accounts, and constant prices estimate for subsequent years are obtained using air volume index for public airlines. Air volume index is nothing but the growth in airline passenger as well as cargo handled by all the airports. For private corporate part, MCA 21 database are being used to get national level estimate at current prices for all the years. At constant prices, for estimates in subsequent years, private airline passenger and cargo handled index is used as a benchmark indicator. For estimating GSVA at state level for air transport, public and private corporate part are being estimated simultaneously. by reallocating the national level estimate into state's share of airline passengers. Now we are going to cover the services incidental to transport part. For services incidental to transport in public part, at constant prices for subsequent years, the GVA of SIT, which is services incidental to transport, is obtained by applying the growth of road, water and air transport on previous year's value. For private corporate part, for all the years, current prices estimates are obtained from MCA 21 database. At current prices, private corporate GVA growth of road, water and air transport are being used as an indicator. In unincorporated part, effective labor input method was used for base year estimates, and combined growth of road and water transport GVA are being used as an indicator for subsequent years. For services incidental to transport at state level, for public part, like in other sectors, budget documents and annual accounts are being used to obtain the estimate for all the years. For private corporate part, similarly, MCA 21 database was used for base year estimation, and combined growth of road, water and air transport are being used as an indicator for moving the private corporate estimate of SIT. Finally, the estimates are being adjusted to match the NAS estimates, so that the sum of all the states become equal with the NAS estimate. For unincorporated part, effective labor input method is used for base year. For subsequent years, combined growth of road and water transport are used as an indicator to move previous year's estimates of unincorporated part in SIT. And finally, again, likewise in private corporate part, the adjustments are made to match the state level sum with NAS estimates. Now let's move to storage. In public part, for base year as well as subsequent years, current prices estimates are obtained using annual accounts, and at constant prices, subsequent years estimates are obtained using storage and warehousing pricing index. This particular index is computed based on growth in average utilized storage capacity and warehousing charges received. For private corporate part, likewise in other sectors, MCA 21 database is being used to get the current price estimates. Constant prices estimates for this sector are obtained for subsequent years using the same storage and warehousing prices indices as a deflator. For unincorporated part, effective labor input method was used for estimating the base year GVA, and for subsequent years, private corporate growth is used. For estimation of storage GVA at state level, for public part, annual accounts are used for all the years. Now for private corporate part, MCA 21 database was used for the base year estimation, and for unincorporated part, base year estimates were obtained using effective labor input method. For subsequent years, for both private and unincorporated part, base year proportion of states are used to distribute the NAS estimates into each state. Now let's move to communication. Communication comprises of the activities like postal and courier services, cable services, telecommunication and recording and broadcasting services. For public part, for all the sub activities, for base year as well as for subsequent years, current prices estimates are obtained from annual accounts and budget documents. And at constant prices, the estimates are obtained by deflating the current prices estimate by CPI, transport and communication. For private corporate part, same as done in other sectors, MCA 21 database is used to get the current price estimates for all the years. For constant price estimates, CPI, transport and communication is used as a deflator. Now for unincorporated part, effective labor input method except for the telecommunication were used to get the base year estimates. For subsequent years, current prices estimates were obtained by applying the respective service tax growth as an indicator. However, it may be noted here that after the implementation of GST, service tax for all these activities were not available and extrapolation methods like CAGR has been used to get the representative value of service taxes. Subsequent years estimates are at constant prices for all these activities except recording and broadcasting are obtained by deflating the current prices estimates by CPI, transport and communication. For recording and publishing activity, corporate growth is used for estimating the unincorporated part. For cooperatives, only telecommunication activity is there. For subsequent years, the current prices estimates are prepared using household growth, and at constant prices, estimates are obtained using CPI, transport and communication as a deflator. For communication sector, GSVA estimates are prepared for all the institutional sectors except public. That is, at state level, private corporate, cooperative, household and COSI sectors are estimated. For all these activities, which are courier, telecommunication, cable, recording and broadcasting activities, the base year estimates are obtained using MCA 21 database. For subsequent years, for courier activities, all India estimates are reallocated into state share of postal GVA. This postal GVA is received from the Department of Post. For telecommunication part, number of telephone connections received from the Department of Telecommunication adjusted with the price effect using CPI, transport and communication are being used as benchmark indicators. For cable, recording and broadcasting services, all India estimates are being reallocated into state's share of population having television. After communication, let's take a look into real estate, ownership of dwellings and professional services. For real estate and professional services, in public part, only NDEs are in coverage. Current prices estimates for all these years are prepared using annual accounts. Now, for constant prices, the estimates are obtained in public part for the subsequent years by deflating the current price estimates by CPI general index. Constant prices estimates in private corporate part are obtained by deflating current prices estimates by WPI. For cooperatives part, base year estimates are obtained using labor input method, and for subsequent years, current prices estimates are obtained using growth in household sector. To arrive at constant prices, WPI again here is used as a deflator. Now for unincorporated portion, the base year estimates are prepared by effective labor input method, and for subsequent years, private corporate growth are being used as an indicator. However, unlike other institutional sectors where we had used WPI, To arrive at constant prices estimates in unincorporated portion, CPI miscellaneous is used as a deflator. Now the only part left in this sector is the ownership of dwelling. GVA of ownership of dwelling is computed by deducting the repair and maintenance from gross rental. Gross rental here is prepared by multiplying the number of dwellings with rent per dwelling. To arrive at constant prices estimates of GVA of ownership of dwellings, CPI housing is used as a deflator. Let us take a look into the estimation of state level GVA of this sector. For public part, annual accounts of the non-departmental enterprises are used to estimate for all the years. For private corporate part, base year estimates are obtained from MCA 21 database. And for subsequent years, for real estate, renting and professional services, the base year proportions are used. And for computer research and development activities, state-wise STPI's share as available in Software Technology Parks of India annual report is being used. And for the subsequent years, for both cooperatives and unincorporated part, base year proportions are used to distribute the NAS estimates into different states. For ownership of dwellings part, the state level estimates are obtained using similar method as was followed in national level estimates. And also here the CPI housing for each state is being used for adjusting the price effects. Now the last and final sector to be covered under this non-financial services is the other services. It has different sub-activities like education, health, other services and the category of private household with employed persons. Public part here comprises of general government and ND. For health and education in public part, budget documents are used for all the year's estimates at current prices. For subsequent year, constant prices estimates are obtained by deflating the current year estimate by CPI education or health respectively. For other services, annual accounts are analyzed to get the estimates at current prices for all the years. And CPI miscellaneous is used as a deflator to arrive at the constant prices estimates. For private corporate part, current year estimate as always are being estimated using MCA 21 database. For subsequent years, constant prices estimates are obtained using respective CPIs as a deflator. For cooperatives, subsequent years are obtained by household growth in corresponding activity. For unincorporated portion, estimates are obtained using effective labor input method. For subsequent years, current price estimates are obtained by moving base year estimates using consumer expenditure growth in respective activities like health, education and for other services, non-food consumer expenditure growth were used. For the activity of membership of clubs or associations, service tax growth rate is being used as an indicator. To arrive at constant prices estimates from the current price estimates in subsequent years, respective CPIs are being used as deflators. And finally, for estimating the GVA pertaining to private household with employed persons, labor input method was used to obtain base year estimate. And for subsequent years, to estimate the GVA at current prices, labor input into GVA per worker method is being used. To arrive at constant prices estimates, CPI general is being used as a deflator for this category. To get the GSVA estimates for other services at state level, for public part, for health and education, budget documents and annual accounts are used. For private corporate part, for subsequent years, the NAS estimate is distributed into base year proportions respectively for each and every activity like health, education and other services. For unincorporated part, base year estimates were obtained using effective labor input method. And for subsequent years, state level consumer expenditure growth rate for respective activities like health, education and other services are used as an indicator. For private household with employed persons part in this sector, the estimation procedure is similar to that at national level. So now that we have covered all the sectors, the procedure of estimating GVA at national as well as at state level, let's take a look into the issues in estimating the GVA that is faced during the process. One of the major issue pertains to the estimation of unincorporated sector, where the various indicators are computed based on subsequent NSS round. And as of now, NSS enterprise rounds being of quinquennial in nature, that is done in every 5 years, the same computed annual growth rate has to be applied for all the years. With the decision of conducting the unincorporated survey annually, the particular issue may be taken care of. The second issue here is the extrapolation of sales tax and service tax data post the GST era. Currently, various extrapolation methods like CAGR or some other growth rates are being used for extrapolating the taxes post 2017. GST tax collection data may indeed prove to be essential as an indicator. The third issue in estimating the state level estimates is that the private corporate part is not available and the national level estimate is being distributed into different states in different manners. Also, while estimating the GSVA, it has been observed that due to the variation in revision policy of the center and states, the GSVA estimates at times do not match at center and state level. So with this, we conclude the presentation on non-financial services sector. Thank you.